Now, one thing is good to make this, because when people laying down, only beginning of the shaking, you don't do that. But when you do this is the model and textbook small intestine look like. But actually, after 30, 40 years, it all deformed. Okay. So sometimes it's stretched out so big, too big. Okay. Sometimes we have too much food and you stretch this one out for a long while and they stay. They cannot go back to our original form. Okay. So have too much food, it blow off the cyst out. So good way to sometimes not let the oil not stain their clothes. So the navel is the center of all the intestine. Okay? But before we want to do, we need to releasing again this four corner again. But this time we want to emphasize, because we want to scoop all the intestine more, not sticking on the wall, not sticking on the bone. Now they have, we call, the problem is overheat inside. And the fascia are melted and stick on the wall, and very painful, uncomfortable, because the intestine are pushing too much, expand too much on the bone, and they melt it. They melt, actually they melt. The fascia are melting because fascia is a plastic sheet. And when it overheat too much in the intestine or inside, what overheat? The stool cannot move. The food cannot move and overheat. And you're creating a lot of gas and overheat. And it stick on the wall. Okay? And it's causing a lot of trouble now. Now they discover that this is big trouble. And now the whole key you do is you scoop them. Okay? You're scooping them. So all you do, the same. You scoop, we did that already, but now it's more emphasized. We go in, find the intestine, and you scoop them out of the hip bone. Okay? Everybody understand that? You scoop them out of the hip bone. You scoop them out of the hip bone. You scoop them down into the pubic. Take this one down a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Now you come down into the hip bone, pubic bone. You scoop them. You scoop them. So you scoop them along the hip here. So you see so I scoop on the intestine and I pull them to the center. Okay, everybody? I pull them to the center. Sometimes I have this scooping. So this scooping is very important. You push the intestine out, not pushing too much on the hip. And that causes, sometimes I just go this one, scooping it bigger out. I make sure I getting them out. Okay, I getting the intestine more out. Don't let them push to the hip bone. Here, this side. Just that alone, you make the people feel very good because it's very uncomfortable. Okay. Now the next one, I started to work. Now this is liver, but my purpose is make sure this diaphragm are loosened. This diaphragm are loose. Okay. Yeah, you see, you have some tension here.
Yes.
See that?
Always.
And that is the liver tension. Gallbladder and liver. But the whole line is a little bit tension. So I need to releasing this area. And so now this way I use double thumb, dig in, and dig in. Okay, so I releasing this area. the whole area. Okay, so do a good job. If you do a good job, amazing. Okay, so if I put my finger here, and I tell him to aware and breathing into my fingers. Inhale, push again my finger. Exhale, liver sound. Inhale, push again my finger. That is the gallbladder and liver. Take a longer time. Inhale, push again my finger. More. Exhale. Now, coming down liver again. Inhale. Inhale, push again. Now it's better now. Now he really feel he breathe into the liver. Exhale. And feel a green light. So all these things really help. They discover many thousand years the sound, the color, and the organ, and the food. Very simple if you understand that. Yeah. More green vegetable, more green bean, more mung bean. All these things are good for the liver. Okay. Now, the stomach. So I put here the stomach. Okay. Here the stomach area. Inhale. Exhale. Who sound? Who. Now is something move. You hear that? Click. Okay. Inhale again. Exhale. Now breathe again my finger. Now, there's something moving there. So you can feel that click under your finger, something is moving. Exhale. One more time, inhale. Push again my finger. That's it, more. Exhale. And the yellow light. Now, the stomach, the triple warmer, here, he sound. Inhale, expand, exhale, triple warmer. And the pancreas. Pancreas is the between from the right to left, so the pancreas. Okay, and so inhale, the spleen sound, exhale, who. Okay, so now it's all the major organ. You do a good job for them to breathe into organ by organ. And now last one, the lung. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now inhale, push again my fingers. More. Now, the diaphragm are activate. Exhale. Again, inhale, push again my fingers. Now, exhale. Now you are, when they are breathing to the organ, and you feel them, this area, the diaphragm are working. Okay? Now we want to do the pubic diaphragm. So if I push here, right on the hip bone, so inhale, here, pushing me, that's it, and push down to the perineum. Exhale, more in the kidney sound. Inhale, push again my finger. Now the kidney and the sexual organ and the pubic diaphragm. Exhale. Inhale, push again. Exhale. Now, when you're pushing down, the pubic diaphragm starts to move. Okay? Expand, pushing down, and exhale, you're coming back up. So this thoracic diaphragm and pubic diaphragm activate. So this pubic diaphragm activate, you activate the the cranial diaphragm. So this three major diaphragm plus the larynx diaphragm, when we're speaking, it moves. Okay? So these two diaphragms very important. So you need to scoop them and you have them breathing. And they started to fill the whole abdominal with chi and organ. Okay? Now if I pushing here, inhale, push again my finger. Hold for a moment. Exhale, that is the small intestine. Hard sound. Inhale. Expand, 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 expand. Exhale. Slow, slow. Slow releasing. Don't release them all right away. Inhale, expand. Inhale, expansion, 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 expansion. That's it. Exhale. Now, when you push and you push again, you are really working on the small intestine. Okay? And you bring chi, energy, blood, army, oxygen, nutrition to the organ. It's very simple, mind and the breath and the movement. You see the point? Everybody understand that? Okay? So again, diaphragm here on the ribcage, in the ribcage here, on the right hand side, what you have? Right. What you have? Gallbladder, liver, and what else? And the lung. In the left side going down, what you have? Stomach, and the triple warmer, the pancreas, and the spleen, and the lungs again. Okay? And you have the small intestine, and you have the sexual organ, and the kidney area. It involved with a lot pubic diaphragm. You do all these things, this is the life. This diaphragm we call what? A spiritual muscle. The muscle of life. If the diaphragm don't move, no life. Or less life. Less life. Okay? Okay, so now we finish. Now we started to the detoxing the skin together with the small intestine. So it's not deep. So you started on here. So I started on the, in here I start right, actually, I want to start on the left. The other, just now, it not matter left or right. But for spiral, I want to start on the left. Easier to see the spinning. Now definitely, usually you have a blanket or everything, you can just cover them. And if sometimes you have air condition, you can put some towel on the neck. Especially some of you come from the cold country. Okay, a hot country, so the neck is very important. Because now in this part you're working on. But if you have another one, just cover the one that you're not working. So they feel warm and you can work on here. Easier. Okay. Now, so I start from here, I spiral. So we call walk, so you have to learn, we call walking with the fingers. Walking with it. So I press here and spiral. So we have, technique is like this. Spiral, clockwise, one way. Spiral counterclockwise is another way. Shaking left and right is another way. Shaking up and down is another way. Now we don't know that the tension or the twist is spiral, it twisted. Which way I can release it? I don't know. Okay, so when I touch, if there are no tension, no tightness, I just go. So I just go around, I shake nothing, I shake nothing here, I shake, no, go on. go on here, something here. Okay, so I started to shaking up and down with one finger, but the other finger helping. Okay, everybody? So the Chi Nei Chang, the most important part we call one fingers technique. Okay, so I shake, no, not release, spiral, no, not release. Oh, it release. You get the point here? Sometimes we don't know. You fire up now, I don't feel it. Now it's gone. I fire a lump there. Little bit, not big one. So I spiral. So basically, sometimes I press on it. I don't know what is it yet now. I wish we're going to get it out. So there's only 4 different ways. I shaking up and down. See, it want to release. No. And left and right. No. Now I spiral counterclockwise. Clockwise. No. Counterclockwise. Sometimes it's no also. Okay? Start over again. Start over again. And get up and down. Okay? Left and right. Spiral. Oh, it's gone. Yeah. That's it. Sometimes 2 times, 3 times, it's gone. Sometimes 1 time, it's gone. Okay? And I go on again, walking on the walking with don't jump like a glass hopper. Okay? Don't like this. Not like this. Walk. You are looking a needle under the sea. You understand that? You are looking a needle under the sea. You are going to find any problem there. So I walking. No problem, I go. Some problem. Okay? And I go around. Okay, now I find some problem here. Now, tension here. Okay? You feel that? Below that. Now, I press front, up and down. And I listen. I press, stop, listen. Listen to my finger. Release or not? No. Spiral. Left and right first. No. Spiral. It releasing some. Not tension on my finger now. And back again. Now it release. That's it. And I go on again. Searching a needle under the sea. Keep on searching. Okay? This is very important part. Because this one, Chuta, can you give that you have the form that they need to keep the form. Okay. So enough form. So I go here. Now here I find something here. And I shaking and okay. So now I covering the whole abdominal. This is very important. This one is one of the classic in the Chinese medicine and in the Tao. It's the beginning of all the Chi Nei Chang practitioner. Okay. Now after that, I coming up the middle line, down, middle line down. So there are 3 lines in the middle. 1. So the number 1 middle line we call the lymphatic system line. So start from the sternum, make a straight line down in between the 2 lines. Now on the left side, so I spiral here. Oftentimes people very tension, middle line here, okay? And in the between of 2 aorta vena cava. So this one, we have this, this is the line. So remember this line, in the middle line here, there is the lymphatic big line. We're going to go detail on later on. But this one, you clearing this line, this is the lymphatic line. My master said when people, this one so tight, and you cannot press down, that means they are coming to the end of the life. Because the lymphatic so tight, it breaks. Okay? And sometimes you have to slow. It's so painful as you pressing, you have to slow and shaking it. Slow and shaking the whole line. This is a lymphatic line. And everybody, when they stress, this line very tight. This line very tight. And all the way down to the pubic area. Okay, this is the lymphatic line. So this lymphatic line is right between the two aorta and vena cava. Okay, and you see it again, this one. So that is the line. So in between, this is aorta, and in the between here, and the other side is vena cava. So there are three lines together like this, very close, very close. Okay, and so in between here, everybody see that? Between the aorta and vena cava, that is the lymphatic line. And this line, the only return from this organ from here to all the organs and the leg, everything go back here. Go back this line. So this line, when it block, means all the organ cannot return the lymph fluid. Lymph fluid is the part of the blood. When it split out the red blood cell and the blue blood cell, and it carry the waste material. So this is the way. This is line. Okay. So this middle. So now I come up to on the left line, there are pulse. So I spiral, I spiral, I spiral, I spiral, and it split out this way. It split out. And it split out this way. Now aorta, vena cava. So each one is just like one quarter, one third the inch. They're very, very close each other. Okay? So when I move a little bit to the other side, there is the vena cava, no pulse. So I spiral down, and I spiral up. Okay? So the three line. Okay, everybody understand that? This three line is lifeline. Lifeline. If the lymphatic duct are too tight, the people very stressed, and it put the whole back very pain. So if you press this line down, slow, spiral, press down, spiral, spread this line down, spiral, okay, and it go along the navel, is split out on the side, split out on the side. Now when this middle line down and aorta are calm down, now everything go back in a very good position. Okay? So after that, I go into this line. I start on the left, down, this line down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some people too big. You need a little bit more line to cover. So now I finish, we said detoxing the skin, detoxing the small intestine, but the small intestine still have this S shape. So from here duodenum down, so you go down here and S, and you're shaking it. Now you move, you move, you move, you move. So you go around to the, because small intestine can adhesive and stick together. All you do is you want to make an H shape and you shake them. Don't let them stick together. Because sometimes they push too much, too hard, and they stick. And they don't separate. And causing a lot of trouble, of the absorption trouble. You see some people, when you move, very bumpy. When you move, it's very bumpy. Okay? So now when we finish, scoop them to the center, and scoop them to the center, scoop them to the center, scoop them to the center, Now scoop to the center, scoop to the center, scoop to the center. So you try to tell the intestine, hey, I want you to more in, not to spread out. So some people that here it will expand, the large intestine and small intestine expand to the side, too big. So you lay down, you will go all this way. And that is intestine, too weak. And eventually it pull the whole back. Too heavy, it pull the whole back. Okay? Okay, so remember, number one, we're scooping the hip and working on the diaphragm. Okay? And you're scooping all the diaphragm and you do the what? The organ sound. Liver, gallbladder, liver, and lungs. And stomach, triple warmer, spleen, and pancreas, and lungs. Okay? Okay? Now, small intestine. And now, the pubic diaphragm, and that is the sexual organ. So you put it here, and the kidney. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push again to the pubic diaphragm. You see, it's pushing downward to pubic. And after that, we go into the spinal cord, spiral, spinning, shaking is walking with the finger. Okay, and after that, you straight line. So 1, 2, 3, in the middle first. 3 lifeline, middle, lymphatic, aorta, and vena cava. Okay? And after that, 1.5 inches, out 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches. And you spiral down, down and up, down and up. And now you cover the whole intestine, no blockages, no tension, no lump, no twisted. That is a very powerful healing itself. Take your time. This is itself a big session. A big session. Because when you make them all, no knot, no tangle, blood flow, chi flow, everything better. You always have that press and hold. And you determine where you want. You press and hold, you listen, see what's wrong, what is it, and you can decide. So now if I spiraling, I either untie the knot clockwise or I spiral counterclockwise, I either untie the knot counterclockwise. Okay, it's just like a knot. You untie a knot in the dark. That's all. A tangle, we got tangle, a lump, a twist, a tension. That is the key. And you untie them, now everything better. So I give you four directions. Up and down, left and right, spiral clockwise, spiral counterclockwise. So either one, you give you untie the knot. Sometimes you need longer time, sometimes you need shorter time. Sometimes a lymph node blockages are shaking for a while, the lymph node gone. The swollen up is gone. Just a tiny little force, it make a big difference. The lock blocking the water, or you put the hair and blocking in your toilet. Okay, and what happened? Just a tiny little hair. And you go in and block the whole toilet or your whole sink. And what do you do? All you do, give them a little bit, we call what? A plumber, right? No, like a plumber. You go in a rubber, putting, and they go. That is what they are, a block. Now you don't do that, you flush the water. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All the stool that you move, you go into your toilet, and the water come out more, you go into your bedroom. That is the black back up. That's what all the blockages are. You back up into the organ, back up to the brain even. So the toxic go up to the brain. That is serious. Because the body have no way to get out, they need to get something get out. So all these things, you really opening the blockages. And after you do this, make sure that people drink water. Okay? So drinking the water. So for the, we'll go to the holy water again, maybe tomorrow. Okay? So have people drink enough water, bless the water. Okay,